I moved into a hostel and one of my friends said, "Oh, you're coming to the Source?" And I said, "What's that?"
Source is the only decent place where we can go because there is not much for kids anymore.
I was walking to a bar at the age of 14-year-old and getting served.
People turn to drugs and alcohol out of boredom.
There's nothing
There
to
isn't
do.
anything to do in a shop. I started going to the youth cafe on a regular basis. It was a place for us to go without being stuck on the streets.
The young people that come from a range of backgrounds. For example, they might have low self-esteem, some might have experienced domestic violence at home, bullying at school, drug misuse, drug abuse and alcohol misuse. So they're facing a lot of challenges in their life.
I want them to feel like that they're accepted and loved. That's the main kind of things really. And because a lot of them, I don't know whether they get to feel those things in the rest of their lives. If they come in and they say that they're struggling with something in particular, then we can refer them to the anger management project or the mentoring project. It's just great to be able to build relationships with them and get their trust and respect and be able to kind of speak into their lives really, try to make a difference.
I used to get in fights at school. I used to get excluded from school like at least once or twice a term. I used to get arrested. I used to go out shoplifting and stuff like that. My social worker, they ended up putting me through to Rich Cooper, and basically he told me about the Source. I had anger management with Sue Evans upstairs, and yeah, it was alright. Yeah, I do get angry, but I deal with it differently. I've grown up so much, and I don't know, it's just like I can see there's purpose in my life.
Poverty, you automatically think of people being hard up, but it's not necessarily that. It can be anything, emotional, mental, or physical. What we've noticed with our young people is that there's a real lack of self-esteem, and I think that without that you can't really go anywhere. We use the motto, be, belong, become. We offer somewhere for them to be themselves. They come in and they're just forming relationships with positive role models. Then out of that they start to belong to something, because they'll always want to belong to something. We want to see them become everything that God intended them to be. We want to see people, functioning as a family. We want to see them working. We want to see them taking control of their life.
I came here because I had anxiety and I knew I needed to get out of the house and look for some sort of work. They certainly made me feel comfortable with me being myself, so my confidence built and therefore in the long run helped me with the anxiety. Rhiannon still does see her dad, so actually together we all get on fine, and a lot of it was through support of the Source, because if it wasn't for them, we could very well be a broken family. They know us all as individuals and know exactly what would help us and what wouldn't.
When they ask the questions, why are you interested in me? Why are you talking about this? What's the point? What's the point of my life? Then we have an area where they can go. We'll cook together, eat together and share their life.
Come on, Joe. We've been going since it first started. And it's at Rich's house together. We're like a big family. That's what it is. Just showing people what God was about, showing us into the new world. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch. My dad was a bit of an alcoholic. He used to beat me, tool stents, throwing knives at me, forks, steel toe cap boots in the ribs. I was 6 years old when it first started. It affected the way I looked at life. A very violent person. Hit before I spoke.
Oh, it's just really about freedom in Christ, mate.
What changed my life was Rich helping me out, so with the Source. I got off drugs that I was on, so I had anger management for 6 months, and he did really well, calmed me down.
It's first the natural and the spiritual. That's freedom. Yeah.
Without the Source, I probably wouldn't be here now. We wouldn't be together. Smiles!
Wait, let me see.
It's affected us so much.
Makes you wonder why there's not more people like that in the world.
The needs of the young people aren't going away. You could even say they're increasing. So at a time when our services are needed more than ever, and at a time when statutory services are being cut, this is all there is. So if this doesn't happen, then yeah, it's a pretty bleak picture for the next generation of young people that are coming through.